Hello, Kranjians! We are the Green Ambassadors, and welcome to the Biodiversity Talk Show. At first, you may think that biodiversity in Singapore consists of the pigeons you see on the kopitiam table or the stray animals you see under the void deck that you want to touch but your parents say cannot, or because they may have rabies. Seriously, don't touch them, they might scratch you. But anyway, biodiversity in Singapore is that and much more. The current green status of biodiversity in Singapore consists of a rich variety of ecosystems, but absolute green cover in Singapore amounts to about 47%. Here are some otters and here are some hornbills.
There are 350 parks and 4 nature reserves in Singapore, such as the Sungai Buloh Wetland Reserve and the Bukit Timah Nature Reserve, where we can engage in useful activities that benefit our ecosystem for our fellow plants and animals. For example, the Tampines Eco Green Park and Coney Islands are the only parks with no pavements, no lights, and a natural toilet flush in the ecosystem. And both of them are one of the most unpolluted parks in Singapore too. Fun fact, did you know that Bukit Timah has more species than the whole North American continent?
Despite only having a land area of 707 square kilometers, Singapore is home to a wide variety of both plants and animal species. This includes the king quail, the plantain squirrel, as well as the estuarine crocodile.
This is a crocodile roar.
Our very own green ambassadors have surveyed the school through a period of 2 weeks and have found 11 species of butterflies, birds, and dragonflies. Isn't that amazing? And also, a family of sunbirds have been building their home in Kranji. Let's take a look.
Don't disturb my bird.
Not only that, but Kranji has also participated in the Green Wave, where students from all over the world plant a locally important plant in the school compound. Also, have you noticed something different in our school compound? There's a vertical green feature near our school canteen and a newly set up native garden. Students from 1A1 have planted edible plants in the school garden, and although it's still a work in progress, we look to seeing more of it in the future.
As part of End Park's movement to plant 1 million trees, Singapore is slowly moving from a city in the garden to a city in nature. But what is a city in nature?
There are many ways to know Singapore. You may know it for its bright lights, its skyscrapers, its bustling neighborhoods. But this is how I know Singapore. The little red dot with a green sanctuary for a heart, host to rich and complex ecosystems that support life of every kind, even along the expansive forest fringes. And within our urban environment, nature thrives as our ecological habitats are restored, bringing us closer encounters with our native treasures. Stepping out into the shady tree-lined streets of Singapore, it's cooler, invigorating, and more interesting as we commute along the lush roadside forests of our streetscape. Bird songs entertain while butterflies flutter amid the colorful flowers. And the pervasive greenery that seems to extend to even the top of our buildings. We are cradled by nature. It embraces us, protects us, Our home is a picture of serenity where the weather maintains its steady rhythm. Here, the city is inundated in green. Here, fresh air flows through our lungs. Here, we can catch our breath. My Singapore is also a city of naturalized landscapes, with verdant parks and gardens just a stone's throw away. Shaped by nature-based designs and plantings, these are havens where children can play and explore, and simply be children growing in nature, while we heal, regenerate, and be healthier in both mind and body. In my Singapore, we live alongside nature. It is a city in harmony where we are deeply connected to the natural world around us. But above all, this is a city that's built together with the community and the stewards of our tomorrow, sustaining the effort of conserving our natural heritage so that we may all enjoy nature's benefits for generations to come. This is the Singapore I know. A city in nature, together.
Biodiversity and greenery are important for providing ecosystem services, improving human health, as well as securing a quality of life for city dwellers. It is more than just feeling sad when a certain species, like the giant panda, become endangered. Instead, it is about the ecosystem and services they provide. These services are essential to human health, and these services are responsible for much of the stability that we see in our world today.
Now let's build a terrarium together.
While building the terrarium, some of you may struggle. This shows that it takes all of us to transform and maintain Singapore as a fine city in nature we want it to be. Additionally, in the upcoming days while taking care of a terrarium, you might realize that certain detrimental factors may lead to the entire collapse of a terrarium. The ecosystem that is Singapore can also be affected by detrimental factors that can be caused by us. So, it is important that we do not advocate irresponsible behavior such as poaching as well as polluting. And with that, we have come to the end of the Green Ambassador Talk.
Do remember to follow us on our Instagram page and participate in our Instagram competition. The best caption that explains city nature will win 4 Starbucks vouchers.
We'd like to give a special thanks to the teachers who have helped us prepare for this talk show, Miss Low, Miss Chen, as well as Mr. Chang. We'd also like to give a special mention to all the Green Ambassadors and you for being such a great audience. Ta-ta!